This is Kali Linux 2024.2, the brand new release for 2024. It's the 10th anniversary release of Kali Linux, which brings new features and changes. Let's take a look at what's new in Kali Linux 2024.2. Kali Linux is a Linux distribution designed for digital forensics and penetration testing. It is maintained and funded by Offensive Security. The software is based on the Debian testing branch. Most packages Kali uses are imported from the Debian repositories. Kali Linux 2024 brings a fresh new look, which makes it easier to recognize the different Kali Linux 2024.2 release, T64, GNOME 46, and community packages. A little later than usual, but Kali 2024.2 is here. The delay has been due to changes under the hood to make this happen, which is where a lot of focus has been. The community has helped out a huge amount, and this time they've not only been adding new packages, but updating and fixing bugs too. If you are reading this, Kali 2024.2 is finally ready to be downloaded or upgraded versions of Kali Linux over time. This update includes new wallpapers for the desktop, login manager, and grub menu. In addition to that, you get brand purple themes, which are available in light and dark modes. Kali Linux 2024.2 introduces a new variant called Kali Purple. It introduces brand new tools for defensive security. Kali Purple is starting as a proof of concept, evolving into the framework, and then a brand new platform, just like Kali Blue in the upcoming years. The main goal of Kali Purple is to provide enterprise-grade security accessible to everyone. These defensive security tools help to detect security-related issues in enterprises, such as intrusion detection systems, vulnerability scanners, packet capture, and analysis. Kali Linux 2024.2 brings new updates to desktop environments. The default desktop XFCE4 brings a ton of new features, such as split view, image preview, and other changes. The all-new XFCE desktop with a combination of the purple theme provides a stunning user experience. Along with that, Kali Linux 2023.1 is available in other desktop environments, such as KDE Plasma and GNOME. Also, it comes with mainline kernel 6.1, which provides the latest hardware support for CPU and GPU. This release is going to be painful for some NVIDIA users. The 525 series of NVIDIA drivers are known to break with some GPU models. As of now, it's unknown which NVIDIA GPU is going to have issues. I have installed NVIDIA drivers for RTX 3050. It's working fine for me. But in your case, if you face any symptoms that are slow or unresponsive after installing NVIDIA drivers, it's better to uninstall them as soon as possible. It's not a problem from Kali Linux. All the Linux distributions that started to distribute 525 drivers, including Debian, Ubuntu, and Arch Linux, are facing the issues. That's pretty much it. These are some of the new features and changes of Kali Linux 2024.2. So let us now start from the download. And first, we will download from the official website of Kali Linux. First, when we type Kali Linux and search on Google, we will get a web page like this. And from there, we will click on the option called Download/Get Kali. After coming to the main website, we will see many types of download options like installer image, virtual machine, ARM, mobile, and cloud. From there, you have to select the required installation image. Like in my case, I will take installer image. Inside the installer image, we can actually see several variants and additional editions. In this case, my preference is the 64-bit edition. Here, you can select and download according to your needs. I want to mention that I have already downloaded it beforehand to prevent the video from becoming too long, and I uploaded it to my virtual machine a while ago. Viewers, you can see that I am on my virtual machine server, and now I am going to create a virtual machine, VM, from which I will host Kali Linux. So let's get started. From the top, we will click on Create VM, and a new dialog box will appear. We will enter a name there, and then click Next. In the subsequent dialog box, we will locate the SO image that I downloaded earlier and select it. Inside the system settings, there isn't much necessary work to do. Just proceed to the next option as it is. In the next option, you will need to select the hard disk space. This part is very important, and here you must select a space of at least 100 GB. In the CPU option, there is no need to make any significant changes. However, if you have a high configuration CPU, you can increase the number of CPU cores or sockets. In my case, I'm just proceeding to the next option. The next option is RAM. Here, I will use the maximum amount of RAM available to me. I would like to suggest that you also use all the RAM you have available for this operating system. Up to this point, we have completed the task of creating a virtual system. Now we will start it and wait for it to boot. After that, we will begin the installation process. In today's video, we will start the installation process from the graphical installation interface. So, let's begin the installation. Thank you all for staying with us. You will be prompted to choose a language. Please select your preferred language or the language you are proficient in, then click the Continue button. In the next step, you will be asked to select your location. Please choose your preferred location or the location where you are currently situated. In the following step, you will be prompted to select the language of your computer's keyboard. Please choose your preferred language and click Continue. In the next step, you will see some instructions for file copying. Please be patient and wait for further instructions on the screen. In the subsequent option, you may want to know about your network settings. If you are within a dynamic network, this option won't appear, and your IP address will be assigned automatically. However, if you are within a static IP network, you will need to manually select an IP. In my case, I will handle this entire process later, so I am currently ignoring it. See how I'm ignoring it? In the next step, you'll be asked to set your computer's hostname. If you wish, you can provide your own hostname or continue with the default, which is usually Kali. Then, you'll see an option to create a user ID. In my case, I'm creating a user ID using my channel's name. You can create your user ID using your preferred name. Following that, you'll be prompted to create a password. In my case, I'm creating a simple password since I'm creating a tutorial. However, if you're using such an operating system for personal use, it's advisable to use a strong password for your own security. Next, you'll be asked about your time zone. You can select the time zone according to your preference or need. In the next steps, you'll encounter various options related to hard disk partitioning. In this case, I want you to follow the path I've shown you. By doing so, you'll easily navigate through these instructions step by step. If you have the skills in this area, you can also follow your own method. I've chosen the installation path here just like a beginner to make it easy. I hope you will try to follow the path I've shown and install this operating system. If you follow my instructions exactly, you will definitely succeed. However, if you encounter any difficulties, or if you don't understand something, please be sure to comment and let us know where you are having trouble. In that case, we will try our best to assist you promptly. Next, you'll have to wait for a while, so don't worry and relax while you wait. After some time, you'll see a new dialog box. After a considerable amount of time has elapsed, you will see a dialog box like this on the screen. From there, you can either check the empty boxes if you wish or, like me, you can simply leave it as it is and click on the Continue button to proceed. However, I would recommend you keep these options checked and click on the Continue button so that you can move forward without any delay. In that case, you will save time. After reaching this stage, never worry because it will take quite some time here. So, wait for a specific period. After that, the file copying and extraction tasks will be completed, and you will see a new dialog box. Until then, relax and wait patiently. After a significant amount of time has passed, you will see a dialog box where you need to decide between yes and no. Here, I am showing you what it looks like. At this stage, you will need to choose the option, and then click Continue. In the next option, you will be asked to select the hard disk partition for the Grub bootloader. Here, I am showing you how to select the partition in this manner. Then, click Continue and wait for a while. At this stage, we are almost towards the end of the installation, and the installation process will be completed in a few more moments. We are now almost at the final stage of the installation, and through the last option, we will complete our installation process. Here, you will see some options related to copying files. To save time, I have sped up these steps and edited the video accordingly. Now, as you can see on our screen, the installation process is complete, and you can see a boot screen. After clicking on this boot screen, it will take some time for the system to load for the first time. Please be patient and wait here for a while. I have fast-forwarded this part a bit to complete the video in a shorter amount of time.